friends and families of our graduates, and especially to the graduating class. Good morning and welcome. To the family and friends of today's graduates, your influence, guidance, and example has enabled us to add 8 exceptional professionals to the ranks of the United States Navy Music and Marine Corps bands. So from their new military family, thank you. Over the past several months, the sailor and Marine seated before us have been immersed in an intense curriculum of music theory, ear training, jazz improvisation, and individualized instrument lessons. They have performed in numerous and diverse ensembles that are highly relevant to their futures in the fleet. Throughout the course of instruction, they've been mentored, inspired, and motivated, and led by the Navy Marine Corps' best and brightest musical leaders. Our instructors are experienced military and civilian music professionals who embody our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Though they each have different teaching roles, they share a common purpose: the relentless pursuit of excellence and an unswerving commitment to the professional development of their sailors and Marines. They are truly a remarkable group of men and women. Thank you, staff. I'd also like to thank our staff, faculty, brass quintet with a couple special guests. We have the Army tuba instructor and one of our basic students on trombone. So, round of applause for them. Class 23050, congratulations. You made it. Today marks the completion of a significant chapter in your military career. We've done our best to prepare you for that important and demanding duties you're about to assume. Ultimately, the success that you achieve depends entirely upon your level of commitment, both to your lifelong professional development and to the missions we as military musicians are privileged to support. I'll echo the advice I received 27 years ago when I sat in a similar manner and graduated from the basic music course. Show up on time with your music prepared, a squared away uniform, and a good haircut, and you'll have met 90% of the requirements for success as a professional military musician. It's my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today's ceremony, Staff Sergeant Eric Gonzalez. Now, he enlisted in the Marine Corps as a trumpet instrumentalist in 2010 after studying music ed at the University of Arizona. Graduated as honor graduate, not just from boot camp, but also Marine combat training. He went on to accelerate through our basic music course and was assigned to his first band, the 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force Band in Okinawa, Japan, where he promoted to sergeant. And then from there, he transferred to the 1st Marine Division Band, Camp Pendleton, California, and promoted to staff sergeant. And shortly after that promotion, he returned to the Naval School of Music to attend our unit leader course. Subsequently went to Parris Island Marine Band, where he earned the billet of drum major. And you can see he's wearing the drum major staff because he is our drum major. Staff Sergeant Gonzalez returned to his beloved Blue Diamond Band on the West Coast as a drum major in December of 2020, and while there, served as an integral part of the 1st Marine Expeditionary Force's planning efforts to restart and revitalize the West Coast Fleet Week communications strategy engagements, which means he improved how Marine musicians got their message out to the public. Staff Sergeant Gonzalez now serves as the platoon sergeant for the Marine Detachment and instructs basic and advanced marching techniques to the Navy and Marine Corps music programs. He's a Marine Corps martial arts instructor, combat lifesaver, a non-infantry machine gunner, multiple-time distinguished graduate at professional military education, and his writings have been accepted for publication with the Marine Corps Gazette. Additionally, he has a very cool cancelable trumpet and a solid haircut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Staff Sergeant Gonzalez.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, commanders, senior enlisted, staff, students, friends, and family. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of today's celebration for Basic Music Course Class 50. Frankly, as I decided on what to discuss today, I found myself overwhelmed with excitement. I remember how eager I was to get to a band and straight to work. And honestly, I wanted to absolutely gush about everything you're going to do. However, I once heard that brevity is a sign of brilliance, so I promise to keep my remarks short and profound. Furthermore, before I start, I'm going to address what is on everyone's mind, I'm sure. What's he wearing? This is a sash. It is the direct descendant of what's called a baldric. Many of our customs and traditions that we get in the realm of the office of the drum major come from Scottish traditions, and a baldric is used to ensure that these ancient warriors could draw their sword single-handed. Typically it goes from right to left, and it is the clan tartan, so it's the heraldry and the unit lineage that they come from. However, we've adopted it to go from left to right, and it usually bears the battle history and traditions of the units in which they belong to. Now, granted, here at the Naval School of Music, we've been in a lot of battles, so you'll see that there's not a lot of scrolls on here. However, I think the red, white, and blue is to represent the tradition of the tri-service here, represented by the Marine Corps, Navy, and Army services. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the sash. I'm glad to wear it. Thank you. Okay, now, today I'm going to discuss why I keep choosing to continue to serve in Marine music. This affirmation is perfectly encapsulated through an interaction I had at a performance while a member of the Old Breed Brass Band at 1st Marine Division Band circa February 2015. Integrity graduates, please never tell me where you were during this time, as I'm not sure I'm ready to hear the answer. Especially you, Durham. One of the recurring performances we had was at the San Francisco Marines Memorial Hotel for a banquet that the Gold Star families of Wine Country host every year, in which they would memorialize their service members they had lost. This is a truly somber and sad occasion, and honestly, I'm not sure when or how it started, but every year, the brass band would come in and liven the mood at the end, and in true Old Breed Brass Band fashion, we showed up. I suppose there is no problem that a healthy dose of Beyonce can't solve. Afterwards, we were leaving the banquet to wild applause and handshaking when one woman approached me. She took my hand and said, "Thank you so much for your performance." I responded with the usual, "It's our pleasure. I look forward to seeing you at the bar afterwards," of which this tradition was particularly famous for this performance, right? She, however, clasped her other hand over mine and told me, "When I see you, it's like seeing my son again." Time stopped for me, and I was overwhelmed with emotion. I brought this woman into a desperate hug, which I had sensed that we both needed. Graduates, you will have many occasions like this throughout your career. From the families celebrating their new Marines graduation at Parris Island, or Quantico, or San Diego, to representing the Navy Marine Corps team abroad to a school full of children in a foreign land, to the sacred responsibility of remembering our honored dead. Know that when you go speak the universal language of music and performance, you tell the incredible story of our beloved sea services and connect directly to the public's emotions, expectations, and memories. Graduates, good luck, Semper Fidelis, and may you always find fair winds and following seas. Thank you.
Thank you. Staff Sergeant Gonzalez. The script told me I had to thank him. So. Ladies and gentlemen, our students are consistently challenged to achieve high standards of instrumental proficiency. Those who earn an instrumental proficiency score of 24 or higher are among the top 20% of graduating students and demonstrate a standard of performance worthy of emulation. Musicians who achieve this goal are commemorated in writing on plaques that adorn the halls here at the Naval School of Music. Today, one graduate has achieved this goal. We will now take this opportunity to recognize this exceptional musician. Lieutenant Commander Mythen will present the Certificate of Outstanding Instrumental Achievement. Musician apprentice Luke O. Durham, United States Navy, the final score of 26.
Every month, our staff from Rehearsal Division, Instrumental Division, and Academic Division submit their nominees for Student of the Month. They are the students that embody the best in both musicians and sailors and Marines. That professional musician attitude that we're looking for, that amazing player, that amazing sailor, that amazing Marine. This month, student of the month is musician apprentice Durham.
Will the guests please rise?